Welcome to How To with Miss Lynn. Alright, so this is a how-to video on burpees. I'm going to show you a variety of different types of burpees, modifications, and some ways to make them more challenging and easier. So, burpees is a difficult exercise in the sense that it gets you really tired and fatigued because it works your whole body, head to toe, every muscle, gets those lungs pumping, gets the heart pumping. So burpees is a challenge in itself, but I'm going to show you different ways to do them. So we're going to start with the basic burpee. So the basic burpee is simple in the sense that it involves laying down, standing up, and jumping with a clap overhead. So I'm going to demonstrate the basic burpee, and then you give it a try. Alright, so I'm going to lay down, stand up, jump. Tap those hands above my head, my feet left the ground, my whole body touched the floor. Chest, hips, and knees were on the floor. That is a basic burpee. If you vary from that type of exercise, meaning your chest doesn't hit the floor, your knees don't hit the floor, alright, and you don't go all the way down, then it doesn't count. Alright, that is a basic burpee. Modifying burpees. What is modification? Why do we want to modify, and how do we do it? So what does modifying mean? Modifying an exercise can mean making it easier or making it more challenging, or modifying it because you have an injury so that way you're still capable of doing the exercise to meet your needs. Why we do this is because we want to keep moving, or we don't want to be bored with our exercises. So I'm going to show you how we can go about modifying our burpees to fit your individual needs. Again, whether it's an injury, you want to make it easier, or you want to make it more difficult. So we're going to modify the burpee by only using one arm. So first thing you can do is the same thing, keeping everything the same as the basic burpee. Laying down, standing up, jumping. Now I'm going to take out my right arm, my right hand. Maybe I have a wrist injury, maybe I had a shoulder injury, an elbow injury, whatever it is, I don't want to use this right arm, or I just want a challenge. So I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult by doing it with one arm. So here's a demonstration of doing it with one arm. It's not as pretty, but you're still doing it. So you're going to lay down, stand up, jump, only using one arm. Alright, so that's just using one arm. You can take out the use of one leg. Again, you might have an injury. You might have a hip, knee, ankle problem. Alright, you can still get the movement done, eliminate the use of the leg, and have the use of your two hands and arms and your body. You're going to lay down, stand up, jump. Alright, so the use of one arm, one leg can change it up. You can alternate this exercise if you're healthy and you just want more of a challenge. Right arm, right leg, left leg. Here's one of my favorites, and I learned this from the wounded warriors that I worked with, and it is the no arm burpee. So this one, again, more challenging, it makes it fun, changes things up a little bit, and I'm going to demonstrate the no arm and burpee. So you're going to lay down, stand up, jump, and you can still do a burpee without the use of your arms. Takes a little bit longer, definitely a little bit more challenging. If you're looking to modify the burpee and keeping things, changing things up and keeping things interesting, well, eliminate the use of an arm leg, both. All right, that is modifying the burpee due to the fact that you want to make it harder, or you have an injury and you still want to figure out how to be still moving without making your injury worse. So a more challenging burpee is adding in a push-up in the section where you would lay down. So I'll demonstrate that now. As I lay down, I get into a plank position, complete a full push-up, standing back up, and jumping and clapping overhead. Burpees are not hard enough for you? Well, here are some options to make them even more challenging. Add dumbbells, add some weight into it. Taking the burpee that is basic and adding the weight. So I'm going to grab a pair of dumbbells and I'm going to demonstrate the weighted burpee. So remember, lay down, stand up. I'm going to bring the dumbbells to my shoulders and then jump, okay? So the weighted burpee is definitely more challenging. To make it even more challenging, you can add in a push-up, whether you add the weight or not. I'm going to demonstrate with the weight. So in the section where you would just lay down, now I want you to add a full complete push-up. It's not just laying down and standing up, you're actually completing another exercise, the push-up. So again, this is even more challenging than the one before I showed you. So lay down, complete the push-up, standing up, getting into that squat position, dumbbells to the shoulders, jump, okay? What's great about the burpee is that it's all functional movements, but you have to do everything in the correct order and in the correct form. So make sure that if you're going to challenge yourself, that you have the burpee basic burpee down before you move on to something more challenging. Have you ever heard of a reverse burpee? All right, so now you're going to take the burpee and put it on its back, meaning we're going to change it around, and instead of laying down and having our chest and hips and knees touch the floor, we're going to get onto our back and complete a burpee in the reverse order. So I'll demonstrate that now. So you're going to lay down, sit up, and in this position, either you can cross your legs to get up, you can roll to get up, but either way, you're going to stand up and complete the jump. Are you ready to make these burpees a little bit more simple? All right, so here's some simple versions of how to make the burpee even easier to complete. All right, so here's a simple version of the burpee. The burpee, in the basic version, you're laying down, chest, hips, knees touch the floor. Now I want you to eliminate that and just hold the plank position. So I'll demonstrate. Hold the plank position, feet back to your hands, get into that squat, jump, and clap overhead. So that's a simple version of the burpee. All right, now it's time to get creative. Even gymnasts or acrobats or people who are talented in their spatial awareness have created their own styles of burpees. They've added in backflips, back handsprings, handstands, cartwheels. So this is an area where you get to be creative. Maybe if you do karate or basketball or different sports, whatever it is, and maybe instead of doing a jump at the end, you're pretending to take a shot from the three-point line. Or maybe instead of jumping, you do a jumping jack. Be creative with your exercises and keep it fun. That way it motivates you to keep going. But here is the version that is a fan favorite, but I don't want you to attempt this at home unless you are a gymnast and you have supervision and you know you're capable of doing this, maybe put a mat, have a spotter, but back handspring, burpee. So again, keep it basic, add in the variable of gymnastics in the middle, in the beginning, at the end. Here's my version. Burpees can be even modified for your pets. Lucy has been training with me and she's learned to do a burpee. Lucy, you want to show them your burpee? Here, Lucy. Good girl. Can you sit for us? Nice. Good girl, Lucy. So remember, a burpee is down. Nice. Nice. Good girl. Up. Nice. So that's Lucy's burpee. Great job, Lucy. Awesome. So Lucy gets to even work out and do some burpees with us. All right. Nice. Nice, Lucy. Yeah, want to do another one? Good girl. Down. Up. Good girl. Down. Up. Yay, Lucy! Yay! Yay! So you have been shown different varieties of burpees. Hopefully one is suited just for you. Otherwise, be creative and come up with your own style of burpee, and don't be afraid to share. Comment below, tell me about your experience with burpees, and check back in for more how-tos with Miss Lennon and maybe Lucy.